Today we're going to start by using the pencil tool. It's under the brush tool and I can click pencil. I'm going to need to edit the pencil tool, so I simply double click on it, and I'm going to need to change my fidelity to smooth. That way I won't have as many parts. When you draw with the pencil tool, you do need to keep your mouse held down. Okay, and in a minute I want to fill this with the color, so I want to make sure that it connects. I can also draw a straight line. I need to hold down the Alt key, click and drag, release. I can hold my Alt key again, click, drag, release. Now I can just draw freehand again. So I'm going to go back and hold my mouse down. And then finally meet back again for the hull of the ship. For the hull of the ship, I want to fill it with the dark chocolate brown. And to fill the sail, we can just fill this with the color, and in a minute we're going to learn how to use the color guide. Next, choose one bright, great, amazing color, and we're going to go to Window, Color Guide, and these are the different harmony rules. So I can choose any of these rules that I like, whichever one kind of really speaks to me. So if I like the triad here, again, I can find a base color that will have a harmony rule that I like. And once I find the one I want, I can click right here and save that color group to my swatches panel. Now when I get ready to fill in the rest of the sails, I can simply use any of my colors down here that are in my color harmony group. So these are colors that are automatically set to go good with each other. Next, I want to edit a pattern. So I clicked my sail and I went to our swatches menu, pattern, and I chose herringbone 1. Now I'm going to go back and click in the pattern, pattern options, and I'm going to double click to edit the pattern. Now here is where I have a couple choices. If I know I only want to do 2 colors, I could do select, same, fill color, and wherever I see that dark color, I could fill that back with one of my greens that I want to use. Okay. It really helps here if you go ahead and have it zoomed in for your pattern. Okay, and you can hold the shift key down to make that a little bit faster as you're building your pattern profile. Up here at the top, I do need to click Save a Copy, and I can call this my green, orange, herringbone. Okay, so I want to be able to make sure I can see that in my swatches panel now. And then I can click Done, and then zoom out. And I can even go and apply this on a different sail or two for that. Next, I want to select my entire ship and get ready to drag it over to this artboard. And then we're going to do a couple more options. Next, I want to click the cloud, and I want to duplicate it. I'm going to hold the Alt key and drag it over. And to add a drop shadow, I'm going to go to Effect, Stylize, and Drop Shadow. Okay, so simply Effect, Stylize, Drop Shadow. Next, I want to add the ocean. I can go and add any color I want. I can adjust the opacity a little bit. And now we're going to use the curvature tool, and I'm going to be able to do this and kind of update the path a little bit to make it look a little bit more like there's actual waves here in the water. Okay, so that's using the curvature tool. I can even edit that one a little bit so we have a little bit of some contrast with some waves. Next, I'm going to use the pencil tool again to draw a path. And I'm going to go to the type tool, type on a path, and as soon as I see that pink word path there, I can click and I can start to type. Okay, so I can continue and type my font, and then I can also go and see my live fonts in action. Okay, to see my live fonts, I can highlight my text, and this time I'm going to go to Window, Type, and Character. So it's not like in Photoshop where it's just Window and Character. We have to go to Window, Type, and Character. And then whenever I get ready to choose my font here, I'll be able to see exactly how it looks as I'm typing it. So that is one great advantage of using Illustrator, is you'll be able to see the font exactly as you type it. Okay, so today, just to review, we've been able to use the pencil tool. We've been able to go and select colors, and then after we select the colors, we can go in and use the window color guide. I can click and I can also look at the tints, the cools, or the vivid and bright colors. I can go in and edit a pattern. We've learned how to add a drop shadow with Effect, Stylize, and Drop Shadow. We can also use the curvature tool to add a little bit of curves to a shape. And finally, we can draw a path with a pencil and add text to it. Finally, in this case, I only want to export artboard number 2. So I can go to File, Export, Export As. And then I want to make sure I drop down and do a JPEG. And I'm going to click the box here that says Use Artboards. In this case, I don't want all of them. I just want one. And I can type this with Southern Lee Ship Sail, export it, and turn it in. Thanks for listening to another tutorial from Southern Lee High School.